In this lesson, we're going to look at timeline effects. A good way to think of timeline effects is that they are really just shortcuts that allow us to create animations that we could do in Flash anyway, but these let us do them faster and with more control. They also allow us to easily jump back in and edit them at a later time, which does make them pretty useful. To apply a timeline effect, select an object on your stage and either go to the Context menu and choose Timeline Effects, or choose Insert and Timeline Effects here. Most of these can all be applied to either instances of symbols, simple drawn graphics, text, and bitmaps. Let's grab Copy to Grid, and we get a dialog box. Now just quickly, the first thing I noticed about these dialog boxes is that they look suspiciously like Flash movies themselves. Try right-clicking or control-clicking on a Mac in the window here. Hey, we're given the same menu that you get when you do this with an exported Flash movie. And I found this kind of cool. A Flash movie used as a dialog box inside the Flash authoring application. Anyway, what Copy to Grid does is take your object, duplicate it as many times as you specify, and then distribute the copies on a grid. Sure, you could do this manually, but timeline effects make it easy. Let's make some changes here. Let's go, say, 3 rows, 4 columns, with 5 pixel spacing between them. Now we'll need to hit the Update Preview button over here on the right, and we're shown what the final result is going to look like. Be aware here though that this is only an approximation. Flash simply fills the available space of the preview window and resizes the representations of your object to fit. The actual object on your stage will not be resized. Let's hit OK. And now, here's our array of objects. Is it just a collection of copies of your object, though? The answer is no. Let's look a little bit closer. With this array selected, have a look down in the Properties panel. This tells us that this is an instance of a Copy to Grid 1 symbol. Open the library, and sure enough, there's the symbol sitting there. So, Flash nests everything needed for these timeline effects inside symbols. If you're an inquisitive sort of person, you might try double-clicking on the symbol in the library. But you'll find that it doesn't work. Flash will give us a warning. We're trying to edit a symbol that has an effect applied. So it's best not to try that again. What we need to do to edit this effect is either select it on the stage and choose Edit down here in the Properties panel, or choose Modify, Timeline Effects, and Edit Effect. And notice as well that we can also remove an effect from here. This takes us right back to the Flash dialog, where we can fine-tune our effects. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the different timeline effects, because once you know how one of them works, the rest are very straightforward. So that's it for this lesson. Let's keep moving.